Well, making payments on a car is supposed to eventually lead to car ownership, but one local man discovered he was sending his checks to the wrong company without even knowing it. 23 ABC's Leah Steinberg is in our studio now with how he found out the hard way. Leah?
That's right, Jackie. A repo mistake had one local man learn the importance of saving your receipts. When Michael Stanford purchased his Ford Expedition back in August from Aloha Motors in East Bakersfield, his monthly payment of $200 turned into a nightmare.
And shortly after buying it, after making my payments to Aloha, I received a default notice from a finance company out of Florida saying that I hadn't been making my payments and I was up for repossession.
But Michael was in fact making his payments on time to Mid-Atlantic Financing and had his receipts to show for it. But when Aloha Motors repossessed his car last night, he came back for answers when our camera was rolling.
As soon as I count these and match them to what is due versus what you've paid,
There's January, February, March, and April, and here's all the payments I made to you guys.
okay.
All of
And
my
we'll take
payments
a look
are
at it
made.
right now. Do you have a list of that?
Turns out the financing company transferred Michael's loan payments back to Aloha Motors without notice, and the checks were lost in the process. 23 ABC spoke with a bankruptcy lawyer who says it's not uncommon to have your loan payments transferred without warning.
There are debt buyers and transfers of these things all the time. There's a number of complaints with the Federal Trade Commission about debt buyers and lack of documentation and lack of notice, so it's a very common occurrence.
Now, luckily for Michael, he got his car back and settled the dispute. But the moral of the story is to keep your receipts.
The way these debts are transferred so freely and without correct paperwork, it certainly puts a burden on people to have receipts and show that they had made the payment.
You know, at the end of the day, we're fair. I mean, we're here to help people.
And Michael says he plans to pay off the remaining amount in full to avoid any further confusion. In studio, Leah Steinberg, 23 ABC.